Let me begin with a question you've never been asked. Not, what is a narcissist? But rather, what happened to your reality, and when exactly did it begin to dissolve? Most people believe narcissism is a matter of vanity, but vanity is merely a preoccupation with the reflection in a mirror. Narcissism is far more sophisticated. It is the art of making you doubt that the mirror even exists. This is not a personality flaw. It is a software algorithm designed for the total hijack of your perception. A silent capture system that operates quieter than your own heartbeat. It doesn't scream. It whispers until your own thoughts are no longer your own. And while you are watching this, the protocol might already be running. My name is Michael. Today we will deconstruct the 5 stages of personal deletion. We are going to map the architecture of mind control. Welcome to the level where the predator and the prey share the same skin. Stage 1. Idealization. In the dark code, we call this the golden protocol. A narcissist does not fall in love with you. They scan you. Like a thermal camera, they identify your deficits, the dreams you've buried, the fears you've hidden, and the unfulfilled expectations you have of yourself. Once the scan is complete, they become your perfect reflection. You feel that you have finally been found. You think you've met a soulmate, but in reality, you've met a technician installing a backdoor into your psyche. The predator wears your skin, speaks your language, and mirrors your values. They do this so perfectly that you stop seeing them as a stranger. You see yourself, and that is exactly when the installation is successful. Stage 2. Testing boundaries. Once the mirror is installed, the system testing begins. It starts with a micro glitch, a slight, unexplained delay in a response, a moment of casual coldness during an intimate conversation, a subtle criticism disguised as helpful care. This is the placement of the anchor. These moments are designed to create a flicker of anxiety. Because you are already addicted to the golden protocol of stage 1, you will instinctively look for the reason for this coldness within yourself. You will apologize for things you didn't do. You will adapt. You will work harder to fix the connection. By doing so, you voluntarily hand over the keys to your emotional balance. You have accepted their mood as your new North Star. Stage 3. Reality theft. In the circles of high-end psychological warfare, we don't call it lying. We call it perceptual dissolution, or simply the blur. This is the systematic erosion of your ability to trust your own biological senses. It begins with the smallest details, a misplaced key, conversation that supposedly happened, but you have no memory of it. Then come the commands that never happened. You're reimagining the past. Your memory is becoming unreliable. These are not just denials. They are micro-incisions into your prefrontal cortex. When your objective facts are consistently replaced by their surgical interpretation, your identity begins to fracture. The blur is a state of cognitive fog, where you stop saying, "I know," and start saying, "I think I remember." You become a ghost in your own house, constantly checking with the predator to see if your own eyes are telling you the truth. At this stage, the theft is complete. You no longer own your reality. You merely rent a distorted version of it from them. You have become a passenger in your own mind, watching as they take the wheel and drive you into the mist. Stage 4. The Island. A master manipulator needs no witnesses. Once your reality is blurred, the algorithm moves to eliminate external data points. Your inner circle, the friends who knew the original you, the family who provides emotional context, the passions that gave you a sense of self. All of them are now declared hostile. The predator performs a social audit. They install a firewall between you and the world. They will whisper that your sister is envious of your bond. They will suggest that your best friend is toxic and holding you back. This is not protection. It is a tactical siege. They are disconnecting you from the external servers of your life. They want to be your only source of truth, your only mirror, and your only oxygen. On the island, there is no one to tell you that the sun is shining when the narcissist says it's midnight. There is only one law here. His law. By now, the world outside the island feels cold and dangerous, and the only safety you perceive is in the arms of the very person who is systematically deleting you. You are in solitary confinement, and you are thanking your jailer for the company. Stage 5. The discard, or as I prefer to call it, the deletion. The most brutal truth of the dark code is this: you were never a person to them. You were a project, a resource, a battery. When your emotional energy is exhausted, when your reality is fully overwritten, or when you finally start to see the cracks in the mask, the system initiates the exit protocol. The deletion is clinical. There is no closure. There is no final conversation to make sense of the pain. To the narcissist, a human being is a tool. When the tool is broken or no longer serves the purpose, it is discarded without a single moment of regret. They move to the next subject with a terrifying, hollow silence. The most agonizing part of the deletion isn't the loss of the relationship. It is the realization that the person you loved was never there. You look into the mirror and you see a blank screen. The original user has been erased. You are left in the wreckage of a reality that wasn't even yours to begin with. In our next episode, we will explore the visual architecture of power. Hidden symbols. The secret languages of dominance that surround you every day. In the buildings you enter, the logos you trust, and the gestures you've been trained to ignore. If you have watched until this final second, it means your mind is beginning to fight the deletion. It means you have started to recognize the patterns. This awareness is your only weapon. It is the only way to reboot the system. Subscribe, not for the entertainment, but for the defensive protocols. The code is active, and now you are starting to read it.